Welcome to the After School Special with your man, your host, co-host, Iman Cortalayu Fortune, with my co-host, Curly Nathurman Penn. What's the deal?
What's up, gang? How y'all doing today?
I'm alright.
We are here talking today about AIDS. I
hope not.
That's my problem. My bad. Let me get serious. We ain't talking about HIV. We are talking about mental health with some lovely, lovely guests. To my left of me is my sister, my partner, my name, Max. What's the deal?
What's the deal, family?
Across from her is a lovely friend of ours, Brianna. What's the deal?
What's up?
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Yes.
Go best friend.
Yes.
Go best friend.
That's definitely been my dog. But, you know, today we're here to talk about mental health. It's kind of like a serious matter because a lot of people deal with like the lack of mental health, or they don't have the people around them to help them cope with it, because sometimes people deal with it alone, which is sometimes that doesn't work. Like, I've never been able to deal with it alone. Like, you two have always been there when I just needed somebody to talk to.
Always.
So who do y'all have anybody that y'all like specifically go to whenever y'all feeling like y'all not in the right mental capacity?
I always go to my best friend, Kamaria. Like, I could just talk to her about basically anything. And she's just always there to listen. And I feel like it's important for every person to have somebody like that that's down to listen to anything.
Yeah,
and
not even
judge.
for a response. Yeah, you're not even looking for a response. You're just looking for ears. Like, most people don't understand that. Like, a lot of people just want you to listen sometimes.
Yeah, you don't even got to give me like no advice. Like, sometimes I just need somebody to vent to,
just
like about just how my week is going, or just something that I got going on in my life.
Yes.
Like, sometimes I don't even need like what you would do in a situation, because maybe I already got the situation planned out. I just want to know, like, you there
just
to
a listening ear.
Yeah, like, I want to know that you there to listen. How about you, Max?
I say younger me definitely was more religious, so it's definitely God. And now older, my sense of God has changed, but it's still the same way. It's either myself or it's, my spiritual guidance. That's who I go to. So I say, in that sense, I do deal with it technically by myself, because there is no one who is like physically listening to you.
Nobody will understand you more than you understand yourself.
Exactly.
I feel that.
And kind of dealing with it myself, definitely.
What about you, Curly?
All right. Well, I mean, it's a couple people. I got Akon. When I'm feeling lonely, I turn on lonely.
I feel it.
I got my best friend Bree, my brother Eric. I kick it with my dad. My stepmom, my best friend Liz, she always there. Like, when I was going through like dealing with my health, having diabetes and depression at the same time was kind of like a long path, because it was at times where like I lost my appetite. I lost about 40 pounds. It was a lot just going on. So, having people there kind of like got me back to myself. Like, and then I also made like a promise to myself. I was like, I'll never let myself get like that down again.
Because the end result.
Yeah, because I know that feeling that I had, like, it's like a burden. It's like something that's weighing down on you. Even if it's like that gray cloud feeling. Like, when I was going through what I was going through, my days, I don't even remember seeing like a sunny day. Like, that felt like my whole mood went with the weather. Like, it was always gray outside.
It was like a gray cloud over.
Yeah, it just felt like everything just was not bright. And like my my cousin AJ once said, rainbows ain't always colorful. He always say that, and I'd be like, dog, that's some deep ass shit. Cause I'm like, bro, where'd you get that from? And he just be like, I say that shit at random.
That nigga been saying that shit since probably like when he was 13, 14 type shit.
The only reason why I know exactly what you're talking about. Rainbows ain't always colorful.
Rainbows ain't always colorful, cuz I be like, I know, man. What did we start saying?
Hard times don't last. Hard times don't last.
They be lasting, but they don't last forever.
Oh,
yeah, you have to realize it's all temporary.
Oh,
when you're going through it, though, it's just like, I'm never going to get through this. You just, like you said, it's that cloud over you.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel that. Like, how do y'all feel about dating? Like, do y'all feel like y'all would be able to date somebody or heal somebody from their depressing ways? Or how would you try to be there for somebody that's dealing with depression?
You can not. There's no way possible that you can heal anyone except yourself.
Yes.
Right.
There's no way that someone should ever put that burden on you, or you should put that burden on yourself where you feel like you can help somebody get better, because ultimately it's their choice. It's what they going through. And like you said earlier, no one is going to understand you more than yourself. So how can you understand someone else if you're not living in their skin? You're not their mind. You're not their body, their soul. You can empathize, but, you wouldn't be able to sympathize with them,
That's true. I feel like not a yes man to him, but like I don't know, like if someone really going through, like if you dating somebody and they really going through it, but you actually know them, and like you're not like, all right, say girl love to play video games and all that shit, and like you're not pressuring them, but you just like, every like 2, 3, 4 days, like, hey, you want to play the game, or just trying to make them happy, because like over the time they want to get happy, they gonna be like, okay, I remember, where I started getting happy at, when I started playing the game with you, all that shit, yada yada yada, and I overcame myself, and even though I'm dealing with this by myself, I'm glad that you threw them hints out, and that you saying that you was there, and like I'm trying to like do my best, because like she said, it's you, but if you can do your best towards that person, shit, I think that's the best blessing someone can have.
Yeah, support is definitely
support.
one.
Yeah, damn
support
my stupid
is,
ass.
No, yeah, support is number one. If you gonna be there for anybody, you gotta support them first.
Yeah,
support is definitely important when it comes to mental health. Because if you don't have no support, you gonna feel like you are by yourself. Even if you do got people in your corner, you gonna be like, damn, I'm in this bitch alone.
And right, because it's been times my ass just felt like shit, everybody around me, but it still felt like me. I be feeling like an outsider almost every day. That's really my mental battle for real, just because every fucking day I just feel like, damn, why is just me? Only me. And
it's not.
I feel that. No, I had them days, because it's definitely been like, I could be going through some shit, and then somebody would come to me and be like, Brian, I need a laugh. And then they'd tell me like all the crazy shit they going through, and then I'll be like, damn, maybe my life ain't that bad. We all dealing with some type of crazy shit. Like, we all got some shit going on. Like, everybody, that's why when somebody come to me and be like, Brian, I ain't been feeling like myself, I always be like, we all got our own battles that we got to fight. It's all it's an uphill battle. So it's like,
and that bitch up.
You got to be able to control your own happiness.
Type shit.
Yeah, it's like a personal battle, and like if you want to be there for somebody, you can be that listening ear, you can be that support.
Yeah.
But when you trying to battle everybody else's issues on top of your issues, it can get really heavy, and
that was my problem.
Same. I would try to be there for everybody and listen to them to be that good supportive friend, but I was losing myself in the midst of it.
About to die, and they won't even care. That's the crazy part. Like, you trying to help out everybody else, but then I'm sorry, like I'm gonna use death as an example. Like, for real. Like, when you die, like you die at that certain moment, they won't give a damn, because they just gonna hop over to the next person and just use, because they just need an ear. And not even like help you out still, even though you probably had a tough ass battle, they can hear all this, like when you die and shit, they say, they was going through this, that, they was trying to help out this, help out that. No one still won't care. No one won't care.
Yeah, so back to that. Yeah, I always tell people that, like, you have to be selfish in order to be selfish.
Man.
Like, before you give your all to somebody else, make sure that you feel me, you good in every aspect of life. Make sure that you straight. Like, I don't care. People told me that I'm selfish, but it's like,
shit,
I got things.
You have to make sure you straight.
Yeah,
you can't help somebody else
come back and be like, let me drop this funny ass joke on you, and I'm still sitting in my damn room
crying
under the cover, sad as hell. You
hurt
feel me? So it's like I'm going through my own little shit. I can't really put off my shit to the side and then be like, let me try to help this person. Like, I'm a help to, I guess, a limit.
To a certain extent.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. To a certain extent.
My health thing, like, when it came to that shit, like, me trying to help out everybody, it made me feel like I wasn't shit. Like my problems doesn't even matter and shit. Just because like everybody be like, damn, B, I need your help. I drop everything I'm doing just to go help your ass. But then I start figuring out when I was going through some shit, it was
nobody.
Yeah.
it was Team Fuck Me. I was like, damn, it was really Kick E and the Ding Ding Day. Like that's some shit.
Or literally, people will be like, "It's not that big of a deal," or try to downplay your situation, like
compared to theirs. Like,
man,
my
like,
shit might
I don't
not be
be
as
in your damn
serious, but I still got some shit.
Like it's affecting me heavily and making me sad.
Like it might
Everybody
not
got their own
bother you
stories.
differently, but it's definitely like bothering me a different
Yeah.
way.
Man.
And I had to learn how to be selfish. Like I wasn't like instinctively. Well, I guess maybe it's that first child syndrome type shit where you always have to look after for your, the people
Yeah.
under
Younger,
you. You
yeah.
feel me? So I always looking out for a little bro, making sure a little bro or a little cousin or this or that, or to the point where older people were coming to me or my older cousins was like, hey, let me come talk to you for a second. I'm like, all right.
Man.
Let me listen. Let me try to figure this out for you.
And try to help, and you tearing your whole body yourself, and it's crazy because it can really make you feel belittled, and like you don't mean nothing to people, just because. Here's the thing, like it's just in my situation when you get shit by yourself. Like I've been doing a lot of shit by myself for a dog ass minute.
It's a great ass feeling.
Don't get me wrong, like I had some little bit of help. I had some help, but when you really doing shit on your own and you still helping everybody out and like shit when you need some help, it's like when you help out people, it's all fine and shit. But then when people try to help you, it's you gotta go through hell and brimstone. Like, damn, why you need this so much help? I thought you was on your shit. Woo woo. Damn motherfucker, then you just need help the other day. But that, and I used to sweep that shit under the rug. Like, you know what? I'm fine. I'm not even gonna ask your ass. Like I had that mentality. It's like, okay, if I can't ask you, I'm gonna ask my same circle who I help out, and they help me out too. And so
I definitely feel that. I feel like something that I had to learn to do was asking for help.
Yeah, same.
I'm still struggling with that.
Same.
same.
I'm
so
still
hard.
it's definitely a work in progress because I'd be like, it'd be times where I just be like, damn, I gotta do this shit on my own, but I gotta figure this shit out. So maybe I can ask somebody for some help, just a little bit of help. But it was at one point in time where somebody I was dealing with would like throw it back in my face.
Yeah.
Oh, and
So-
that's the worst.
That shit doesn't feel good
That
because it'd be
shit
like,
don't.
damn, I thought I was coming to you to, ask for help.
Right.
Like I ain't think.
Nah,
They're
nigga.
like, nah, and then they come back and they try to bite you in the ass.
You gonna feel my wrath. That's what they do. You gonna feel my wrath, nigga. Okay, bitch. I'm sorry. What
But
do I
even
know?
still, why would you throw it back in my face? I said it at a vulnerable standpoint, and here you is using it in an argument. Most of the time, that's when it come up. Oh, you said that you were neglectful and this and that. And you like,
Cause most people mental health really be
I thought
like.
I thought I could come to you.
Exactly.
Right.
It make
Throw
you
it back in your
rearrange
face, like-
everything.
But most people mental health is like, yo, attention's like they just like a lot of people just judge a book by its cover. So it's like when people like that, their attention's like, okay, I gotta use this information because if you try to do something spiteful for me or anything that towards me, I'm gonna whoop off in your ass.
yeah.
And that's what they do. And like even if you don't do shit to them, they gonna still have that shit in the back and they gonna shoot. They gonna shoot anytime because they don't care. That's
I ain't
the
gonna
little bit of
say
evil.
they don't care. I'm not even gonna say this that they don't care. It's more so that that's another part of mental health that people don't. That's something that's not taught is learning to what to say when you are angry and what not to say, what to use against somebody, or not even necessarily using against somebody, but to showcase like, okay, you said this, and I'm letting you know that that's what you're doing right now. Instead of, no, motherfucker, this, and then that. You feel me? Out of anger, you just pointed at me because I told you, and now you see it. Instead of, okay, let's deal with it.
Yeah.
Instead of, you feel me?
Most people don't have most people skills though.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
also true.
Yeah.
that could always come from like it's not always how you like. It's not what you say. It's how you say it.
Oh, I be trying to tell people tone is
The tone could definitely change the mood from everything. Like you could always, when people be outside, they be like, "What's up?" And then you got that, "What's up?" And
That's
it's
too different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's different.
it's
It got different meanings to it. It got different meanings to it. So
Like,
you got,
all right, bitch.
you always, I feel like I try
Like,
to
oh, what's good?
watch what I say.
Man,
With the
oh,
tone.
dog, I be trying to. That's my thing. Just trying to watch myself because I just really be saying bullshit 24/7. People like really take it to heart, and it's like I really be trying to channel my shit just because I don't need to start no shit because you don't need to die. That's point
Yeah,
blank.
that and it's pretty. The world has definitely become
Sensitive.
very sensitive.
Oh.
So
Oh,
dealing with mental health and sensitive people is definitely like a hard task because you could be saying something in a joking manner and somebody be going through that type of shit that you joking about.
Yeah.
And now they got some type of hate towards you or
Man.
they in their feelings because you was joking about it too much. But it's like my coping mechanism whenever I'm depressed, as y'all know, I'm funny as fuck.
Yeah,
I
gotta
joke.
laugh that
I
shit
gotta
off.
make a joke.
Because
I
if you don't
joke-
laugh that shit off,
I joke about my health all the time.
If you don't laugh that shit
if I
off?
don't laugh, it's gonna bother me in the back of my head. I'm gonna be thinking about it like, damn, I got all this shit going on with my body, or I got all this shit going on in life. So my coping mechanism is always gonna be to make a joke, and people always be like, you play too much. That's just me as a person.
That's the
yeah,
defense
People have
mechanism for
different
it.
I could
coping
change,
mechanisms.
yeah, but that's just the way I cope with life because it's serious.
I think the problem more so is the sensitivity. Like you said, they too sensitive in a way. Like people is too
Man.
sensitive and they don't want to give they don't make room for no one else. Like it's my sensitivity. It's sensitivity and selfishness. It's me and how I feel. Regardless if you take it serious, if you don't take it serious, it's like, oh, these are my feelings. Fuck how you feel or fuck what you may be going through. Like if I was to call somebody gay, I could call you gay because I'm gay. And I'm going to make jokes about how gay you are or how not gay you are. And if you feel offended, you feel me? It's some part of that where you got to be like, okay, you're not saying it out of spite. You saying it because you've been through what I've been
Right.
through. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everything is to target you or not
Yeah, I
everything
feel like
is
people
to-
feel like you're targeting them because it's like,
Exactly.
well, I'm facing this issue and
Right. Because, oh, you never been through it. I have. That's why I can talk about it. Because we both been
Because we
here.
both got that understanding.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel like you definitely have to read the room.
I will
Like,
say,
definitely
definitely though, because I have been that person that's like sensitive, and I had to like learn like don't take stuff personal, because you can't think that everybody's just out to get you, and they're 9 times out of 10 they're not. They're just making a joke and they're joking around. That's how they cope. And like you said earlier with sensitivity and selfishness, it's just like a selfish thing, and I just feel like you need to understand both sides, like.
I think the one rule what people need to do is mind their damn business.
That too.
Because
Yeah.
just from my standpoint, I can be talking to this nigga. We can be in a room with a whole bunch of people, and he's gonna be more out loud and outgoing just because of his presence and people like him.
Right.
People don't like me, and I'm fine with that. But I would say slick slide shit to him, but end up at the end of the day, someone's getting mad at me, and it's like, how,
Oh no,
bro?
I feel like people should mind their business. Like you having a conversation
Man.
between
Yeah,
you two,
like,
and you
come
jumping
on,
ahead,
bro.
like you're not even talking to that
you
person.
wanted to
so
pick
yeah,
something. You wanted to pick something, so it's like.
You wanted to pick with me.
you're asking
Yeah.
for
I
it.
feel that a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people like to pick with you. They don't pick with me because I always talk shit back. They like to pick with you.
Because my shit gon' hurt.
Yeah, they like to pick with
That's because you
Oh.
talk a lot of shit.
Because
You
my
do
shit
talk a
gon'
lot
hurt.
of shit.
My shit gon'
Even
hurt.
it's not even like bad shit. It's
He
just
talk
shit.
shit
You
all the
be
time.
like, damn,
This
B,
nigga
bro.
will lean over. We'll be in a room and he will point out the most foulest shit to talk about. And he'll be like, "Hey, yo, Curly, look," and I'd be like, "Bro, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone."
I can't, bro. Don't. That's my defense mechanism. Just because is like I said, everybody would come up and talk to this nigga, and there's no problem with that. But it's like I'd be bored. Then it's just like, damn, dog, I need someone to talk to at
Yeah.
least.
And if I don't say no bullshit, you probably not gonna talk to me.
Oh, because one thing I just learned about myself, I don't know how to do small talk. That's my mental health. Because like I don't know how to talk to people. And
Yeah, you don't know how to do like casual conversation.
Yeah,
no.
which is cool though. I don't know how to do casual
Yeah,
casual
no, I'm
conversation.
definitely like socially awkward.
I read books to learn how
I
to talk
had
to
to,
people.
like,
I have
yeah.
read books to learn how to. All right, how do you communicate
Oh,
in
I
this
ain't going
situation?
that far. Fuck that.
But that's the thing. That's
That's
my
the
thing.
thing.
That's
That's
for
the
me.
is. You have to learn.
Exactly.
You have to
You gotta
learn.
learn.
Like,
Because otherwise, I'll be standing there like,
Yeah, I get
I'm fine
nervous
with
when I
that.
see like a group of girls or like guys, and you just walk in and be like, do I look like? I just be like judging myself. And
yeah.
like,
Yeah, cause then you start looking back at the wall like, all right, who the fuck y'all looking?
then they might look at you and you might think like, are they talking about me? Are they?
Or, yeah, or
and they
what they
really
think
not.
about
They
me,
just
yeah.
glancing over. It's just like a
anxiety is
subconscious
definitely
thing.
real.
Oh,
Anxiety is
fuck yes.
definitely real because it's like I'd be like, okay, I got all these clothes on. I done looked at myself in the mirror. I done sprayed cologne. I know I'm not the problem.
So-
I ain't
so
be the
what
goddamn
is-
problem. So what are y'all staring at
'Cause
me
what
for?
the fuck?
What about me is bothering y'all? Like,
That's a northerner thing too. I had to learn.
Yeah.
People from up north, they will stare into
Oh,
your
yeah.
soul, and they just don't see no problem with that. And you just gotta, you be like, bro, what the fuck?
oh,
What's
now
up,
I
bro?
just look the fuck
East
back.
Coast,
Yeah. I
New
heard-
I had to
Jersey,
learn how to look the
like
fuck back.
they do not play over there.
Baltimore. Hey, dumb niggas is something different. I tell you that. Fucking evil niggas. Oh, body mo. Y'all niggas is evil, but that's, you know what?
That's a
gonna
different
get-
topic.
Oh, that's a
Right.
different topic.
We ain't gonna
we
talk
gon-
about their mental health.
Oh, cause we gonna start war.
Oh, no.
We gonna start war.
niggas choose
And
violence.
we gonna never mind. I ain't gonna put that statement. We
Yeah,
gonna
look,
win.
look.
Fuck.
So, do y'all got like any advice y'all would give to somebody that's dealing with like mental health or how they like? What's the best way for them to come out of that dark spot? Because I feel like everybody can really like before choosing that, you know, most people-
Suicide?
suicide, yeah,
Cause that's what
Before-
ends up.
Yeah, because that's where it mostly leads. Like they feel like they shouldn't be here anymore. Like I've dealt with people that have been like, Brian, I feel like this is like my last days. I don't feel like being here no more. I'm not myself. I'm in a
That's the
shell. Like
scariest
I feel
moments.
dark. And I'm like, I've been there before. Like I've tried to take my life while
Yeah.
having diabetes. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I've definitely tried. Like I put myself in the hospital twice because I didn't know mentally like what was going on in my life. I was
Right.
still I was 18, 19 trying to figure everything out. I had just had Alea. I'm like, shit, I'm trying to get money. Like my life is on a downward spiral. I'm losing weight. My relationship isn't like at the best spot right now. So what can I do? And it's just like I don't got no answers.
That end result.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
like I don't have any answers.
That's definitely it.
I think the most simple answer, but it's not simple at all, is getting back to roots. Me personally, I feel like how they handle mental health. Okay, me personally I've never been in therapy, but I've had anger management classes before in my lifetime. And I feel like anger management dealt more harm than good in my lifetime. Only because what they were trying to teach me versus what I needed wasn't the same.
I feel
And
that.
how to deal with things. And honestly, getting back into spirituality, that helped me the most of trying to figure shit out. Oh, I don't know what's going on with me in this lifetime. Somebody help me, but I can't I try asking my parents. They can't help me. I've tried asking for therapy. They don't want to give it to me. This is me in elementary. This is me in 6th grade. I need this. I know that there's something wrong with me. Help me out. But they're not giving it to you. So sometimes you have to find a different route. And that's going back to who you are. Look into yourself.
And that's how much you want it, because a lot of people won't do that.
It's hard.
They would blame other people.
Yeah.
Where it's you.
And I did. I blamed them. Well, you said this to me when I asked you for help. And this person said this to me when I asked them for help. Instead of going back and be like, okay, but did you try to help yourself after that?
Yeah, that's the biggest part. That's the biggest part. If you don't try to help yourself at that moment, like I understand that some people need help. A lot of people need help, but shit,
And then it's
you gonna
also
find other routes.
understanding who you are. Like, everybody don't deal with it the same way.
That is true.
I'm introvert. I'm not the introvert you may see when they, not broadly talk about it, but I'm introvert in a certain stance. Like, I'm socially awkward, not awkwardly social. I want to be out there. I want to be with people, but I like being
I don't
in
know
my
how
own
to
space.
approach people.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know
that
how-
same way. Like I
exactly.
don't know really how to, like, I can crack a joke here and there, but it's like I've never been able to just walk up to somebody and, hey, I'm Brian.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
nice to meet you.
Or
Like, nah,
when does
it's
it
always
go from
somebody come up to me.
a joke to a friendship? Like, when do we
Exactly.
stop? When can I stop being that joke for you and start being the actual person for you? So that's another thing too. Like, I'm socially awkward. I don't know how to deal with that.
Man,
How do
think
I
you just
deal
called
with
me
that?
fucked up.
Hey.
Cause that's all I do. Damn.
No, I ain't
No,
calling you
not
fucked
like
up. No, don't do that.
It's okay, bro. I'm definitely
We
a
all
funny
different.
friend.
That's how you are.
Definitely
E.
a
That's how
funny
you
friend.
are.
Everybody come to me and be like, Brian, I'm sad. And then I'd be like, nigga, I'm sad too.
Hey,
Like,
wait.
I
I just gotta ask you this quick question.
What's
If
up,
people
bro?
ask you that, so I'm your funny friend because you always come to me.
Yeah. Bro, I
Damn.
told you this because nobody makes me laugh like you do. I have to make my. Have you not noticed that I have to make myself laugh in order to not be sad?
I make myself laugh all the time.
I'm actually very honored because I'm not funny.
Dog, you are.
No,
fucking
you're funny.
hilarious.
You
are
just the
hilarious.
asshole funny. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You a
Alright.
different type of funny. You be like, I'd be like, all right, like I'm done laughing at your bullshit. That's how funny it be.
It's bullshit
It be
keeps
bullshit,
going.
but
You
it be
don't know when to
funny.
stop
It's like, I'm like,
playing.
Eric, bro,
Hey,
no.
wait, that's actually I don't know when to stop. That's actually a true problem of mine. Cause dog, cause
will
You
egg
just
that
not to
shit
keep
on.
going and going. You're like,
You
all right,
just
we
egg
get
that
it.
shit on.
It's
like, I'd be
self-control.
Like, all right, bro, please. We don't.
I don't
gotta be
have
funny
self control
though.
just because I am that person where it's like I gotta have ammo. So I'm going if you keep on doing
You
some
gonna keep
stupid
going.
shit, I gotta
You
load
want the
that,
last word,
Oh,
basically.
because I'm gonna load that motherfucker
He be
up.
waiting on somebody to call him a fat bitch.
Cause I'm gonna fuck him.
He be waiting on it. He be like, bro, did she call me a fat bitch? I'll be like, bro, no,
No, she didn't say that. That's not what
That's
she
my trigger. No,
said.
that's always my trigger word.
did not.
When it comes to my mental, that's my trigger word. Cause you're not about to call me a fat bitch. 'Cause
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna
feel
beat
that.
the shit
That's how
out
I
of
used
you.
to feel
all got
about
trigger
being
words.
short.
Yeah.
Until I was like, you know what? I might be short, but I still do everything
not a
else
fat bitch.
everybody
Facts.
do.
I still get off.
I still
Hell
be climbing
yeah.
trees and like everybody else.
I do a lot
be
of
up
shit that
there.
these tall motherfuckers can't do.
Exactly. Hey, look, I was grabbing. I wasn't touching the rim, but I was grabbing net. I was grabbing net.
I can jump, nigga.
I can jump. So
Talk
fuck
about
you.
how the
But
weather
yeah.
up there tall, nigga. That's how
Exactly.
I
You know
I
what?
used to have to talk shit because niggas be like,
Exactly.
bro, you sure? I'm
Okay,
like,
got to,
yeah,
though. You
mama.
got to.
Exactly. You got to take care of yourself. You got to
Facts.
get back to your roots. Like, all right.
People call me soft and sensitive. I'll be like, look, I'll cry, but I'll fuck you up.
Man,
Exactly.
hey.
They be like, you a Cancer? Oh, you
That's-
cry all the time.
That's me. Like, I can't say.
Like, no, I don't really cry that much.
Right.
I cry sometimes, normally in the shower,
okay to
but that's
cry.
my
Niggas
Like,
that's
okay,
my
don't
shit.
normalize crying. It is
Niggas
okay
cry
to
in the
cry.
shower.
No,
It's okay.
normalize crying, but just because I'm a Cancer don't mean I'm a cry baby.
Exactly.
I am a crybaby, but that's besides the point. Like, only the
That
people who
doesn't
love me
define
know
me.
that.
That doesn't define me being a
Exactly. I'm a cry, just not in public. I'm a cry at home. I'm cry in the shower.
I'm actually trying to get to that point though, where it's actually okay to cry because I really don't.
Yes,
I don't
can we make men crying like a
Yes.
normal thing?
Like I remember I wanted to say sorry to you so much. Last year I cried in front of you. I cried
No.
in front of a lot of motherfuckers that never seen me cry before. And I always apologize to this bitch over here because I'm like I'm not supposed to be crying in front of you.
Nah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Exactly, be like, bro, what you mean? Exactly. Exactly.
You still got feelings.
It's
Like,
Okay, nigga, I cried too. Like,
No,
it's okay.
it's not
Cry
even
right
that.
here.
Right.
Exactly.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, I be trying
You
to tell
shouldn't
people like it's
apologize.
okay to be like not sensitive, but it's okay to have some emotions, dog. Like
It's
it's the
everybody
toxic
going-
masculinity.
Yeah, like,
It's-
it's okay,
Yeah.
bro. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
judge
know. It's
you.
just I don't want to say I'm a leader. I just say like everybody
Leaders cry too.
Everybody
Right.
comes to me and shit, and like it's like you got to be built. Like
That's society standpoint.
That's
That's
also-
the stigma.
you
That's
feel
the
like
paradigm.
that you have to be.
yeah,
strong.
because if I don't be strong, I don't like in my head.
Yeah, they
like, I
say
don't know
man
what-
must be strong. You must not cry. You can't have feelings.
Because I don't
That's
know
toxic.
what
That's
happens
toxic.
to y'all if I start breaking down and crying if I'm not at my best.
Shit, that makes it depends on how they react. If they see you being sensitive and they don't get sensitive with you, then they ain't here for you.
I feel
It's that simple.
Yeah.
If they don't like, dang, I feel for this person. If they ain't here like, all right, bro, you been crying for a day or two, get over that shit. Then they not here for you. It's that
That's
simple.
not a real friend.
Exactly. It's
I
like, okay,
understand
deal. I'm gonna let you deal with it at your own time.
I feel we got normalized and don't rush nobody because when you rush people, that's when something serious can happen.
And don't
Yes.
rush yourself. Don't
It's
rush
a
your own
process.
healing.
Everybody
You'll know when
grieves
you're ready to,
differently,
like,
goes through
step
stuff
back into
differently.
that.
For some people, it takes weeks. For some people, it takes months. Some people, it might take some years.
Mm.
But
Shit,
the process.
It took me about 3 months. I used to meditate. I used to call this
Same.
nigga. I used to call her, and I used to be just like, I'm about to meditate.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know what I'm about to do. And
Yeah.
I need to practice my breathing treatment.
Yeah, let me go meditate. And then my problem is I start meditating and I just start falling asleep.
Let me go do some yoga.
I used to do
Yeah.
sleep meditation.
Yeah.
I used to turn on some Deepak Chopra. Everybody go look at Deepak Chopra.
Yeah, he had me on that shit for a minute.
Bro, I'm telling you, used to get the dehumidifier. I used to have the essential oils
Yeah.
going. I used to tell everybody about that shit because I'm like, bro, that
Yeah,
shit
me on that
actually
shit.
works.
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
Yeah.
take
Hey,
some time
lavender
to
make
heal
your
yourself.
ass sleep.
Yep.
Hey, grab lavender. That shit makes you sleep.
Lavender, grow lavender. It's a bug repellent. It's for scent. It's air purifier. It's all of that good stuff. You know, like I said, get back to the roots,
Yeah,
man.
all those essential.
Yeah,
Oh, the
definitely.
essential
'Cause,
oil, all of it.
My ass tired.
I literally was over this nigga house and I said, here you go, bro. You can have mine. Here's some oils, bro. Yeah,
Take
I'm
it.
like, nigga, you need to sleep. Get some rest.
That
Like,
too.
I feel like rest is definitely like a major
And that's why I
thing
wasn't getting.
Yeah.
So
when you deal with like when you dealing with your mental, because it's like it was at times where I would play the game like 13 hours straight, bro, and then just be up, and then it'd be like,
Go to bed.
Man, I can't
can I
sleep.
even sleep?
Right, I
Like,
can't
I got
sleep.
so much to think about because I know that I'm an overthinker. Like I'll overthink any situation. Like
Same.
I'll text anybody and I'll just be like, yo, what if? And then
I
the
had to
shit,
That's
Tell
that
us that-
anxiety. That
And
anxiety.
the
They be
crazy part
fucking with
is,
me.
I had to tell us, it's like, bro, it's all right. Cause that's the thing I like about us too. Cause he's the overthinker. I'm actually just the go with the flow ass nigga. Just why not? I always got to think of why
Got that
not.
balance.
I used to.
Because if it makes sense, if it doesn't make sense, that's when you don't do the why not. But if it makes sense, like all the shit they used to bring to me, I'm like, bro, if this and this makes sense, why not? And you like, okay, I'm probably just tripping. Yes, you are. But
because I like to question a lot of shit. Like,
I don't.
It's nothing wrong with questioning.
No,
though.
I be
question
questioning
some
everything.
shit.
Yeah.
like, I
Question
question a
some
lot
shit.
of shit.
Oh yeah, cause he keeps me not from getting shot. Cause I won't
question shit. Yeah, that's
Oh,
how
I
G is
won't.
with for me. I'd be like, I got this plan. He'd be like, nah, nigga, you tripping. I'd be like, you know what? You was probably right.
You might be right.
You might be
might be
right. I
right.
was tripping
Hell
for sure.
yeah.
Like I know I'm a stubborn bitch, but sometimes I listen. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna go with him.
I just be trying to show guidance.
Oh,
Just where I can. Because he always there for me. Like, he always like, bro, this is what you need to do. It ain't, you need to just stop tripping, stop overthinking.
and
just
Bill
let that-
fucking.
And
There you go.
We're not gonna get into that. We not gonna. I got a better question because we not gonna get it.
Yeah, we not
So
gonna-
so, and my question would be for everybody is: besides your friends, who is your support system?
for me, it would definitely have to be E, Brianna, my brother Brandon, my younger brother Brandon. Like, I always go to him just because I know, like, me being the older brother, I want him to know that it's okay to, like, talk about your problems. Like, I always go to him. Like, we'd just be kicking it. He'd be making his beats in the basement, and then we'd just be kicking it. I'd be listening to the music, and then I'd just be like, yeah, bro, so what's going on in life? And then we'd just, you feel me? I'd be like, hey, you good mentally? I ask all my friends that, though. Like, I always go to all my friends, and I'll be like, how are you doing mentally? I feel like I'm a support system for a lot of people because I always try to check on they mental health or how they doing emotionally, or if I can, you know, provide them with something to help them on, like help them move on or move past something.
Level up, definitely.
What about you, E?
I don't have friends. I literally, cause everybody around me fucking family. But it gotta be my blood sister Chanel, my baby sister India, and my other baby sister Ariana. Low key, even though she be stuck in her old ways, my OG for sure. My mom, she be helping me a little bit, but I lows really want to say this nigga, you. G, Shy. Shy been my backbone for a dog ass minute. So ass my little cousin David and my little cousin Josh. Them niggas.
Shout out to the gang. I just saw them at Shogun.
Yeah, they definitely have my back and I got theirs for sure. Oh, and my little cousin Kurt. So
That's what's up.
what about you, Bree?
I was gonna say for sure my mom, like E said, we be bumping heads sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta go.
Them
back.
old ways.
The old ways.
Always. Damn it.
Cause sometimes she be speaking the truth. I be like, dang, you right. Even though I don't want to admit that you right, you right.
It's them fucking 70 ass ways.
Talking
No,
about
for real.
1970s.
Dog.
Dude, my granny, my sister, every once in a while, my friend Cam, my god sister Carmel. I don't have like a whole bunch of friends. Like I do have friends, but you know how it's like some of them friends that's like party friends. They not people that you can talk to about deep stuff, and they gonna look at you crazy like,
Girl, what you talking about?
girl, what you talking about? Like, you
Take
know,
a shot. Don't
take
nobody
some
really.
Right, take a shot. Let's go out. Let's drink. Like, damn, bitch, I'm trying to be deep and
Where you
serious.
going?
Like,
Bitch, I'm trying to be sad.
And they
Right.
trying
I'm
to
gonna take
be
this
horny.
tequila, but then
they trying to be toxic.
exactly.
They
I'm
trying
gonna
to
take
be
this tequila,
horny
but let me
and
talk
shake
about how I
ass.
feel for a second. Nah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely got those friends. I know one of my friends, like she told me she has those friends, like you said, you got those friends that you go out with, and then she was like, I got the spiritual friends, like, you know, them the people I don't even know them people in real life.
Yeah.
Like these ain't even people that I done went to school with or nothing. Like I done met them on a
Online,
Facebook
shoot.
group or Instagram or something, and they was just like, shit, we can all pour out our feelings here. Shit, I
No,
did
it be like
shit.
that for real. Sometimes you can talk more like to people across
The world.
than
Cause
because they know how to
Yeah.
connect with you and
Definitely.
emphasize with you.
Definitely, I definitely agree with that. It's a lot of people. Them people I always consider as nice people just because they got that why not factor. Like shit, why not tell me? Cause shit, my information or my ears might help you out in the biggest way. So it's like why not just like listen to your shit, or why not try to, if you want me to help, let me give you my best advice, or best thing I can do.
Yeah, get a different perspective,
Yeah.
and then they don't know you in person, so it's not like
Right.
biased. So
Yeah, type shit. So I definitely agree with that. That's some shit.
Max, who you got as your support system?
If you know me, you know Lady.
Okay.
Lady was definitely my support system for a long time.
Hey,
Before
you
it
used to
was
be cuddle up with Lady.
Lady was my support system. Before it was G, before it was my mom or a girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever the fuck it was Lady. That's my dog. She a Pekingese and she been there since forever.
right forever.
A1.
She's
Shout
my
out to
ride or
Lady.
die. She done bit 1,000 people for me,
That is
and
true.
some of them I ain't even wanted to, but she definitely been there for
Pets
me.
are
no
good
regard.
support
Yeah.
animals. They are.
And I got one too many, 3 dogs, a snake, fish. I had 2 cats, just too many. But animals is definitely my support when it comes to, besides family, or before it was family type shit. Definitely.
So you just had to open up the family?
I had to learn how to open up to family. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know how to talk to people. So it was more so like, I'm just responding to whatever you respond to. So if you only respond to
Anger.
anger, or you only respond to
Motherfucker.
motherfucker or I say anger, because I ain't gonna hold you up. A lot of my family, I say they got a short trigger, a quick trigger. So if they get angry, then it's an argument. It's gonna stay an argument until either
You
majority of
calm
the time
down or-
I squash it. It's gonna be like, if I don't squash it, it's
like a
up in the
chain
air.
reaction.
Exactly.
You mad, they mad.
Exactly.
Everybody mad till
And
somebody.
then you walking around the house and you just mad, and you're like, I don't want to be mad no more.
And
you
y'all
like,
argue for no odd ass.
For no
you just-
reason.
it had a simple conversation that just turned to a big argument.
I remember one conversation was about if having an internship and employment was the same thing, and I said, no, that's different, and it turned into a heated argument where like we was both in tears over something so simple because we didn't want to let it go, or because we couldn't
Pride.
deal with our
Yeah,
anger.
I was gonna say
Lot of
pride, and
people
people always
pride.
want to prove
Oh
that they
my
right. They don't
God.
want to listen to the other side. Like,
And
Can
that's
we-
my thing. I'm tired of I want to
wanna
have the last
normalize
word, but I don't like
when it comes to being right, like when a lot of people, when just me, and I feel like most people be going through that shit too. Like I don't be trying to be right. I just be trying to know information, because if I don't know, like it's some information that you gotta know. So sometimes I'll be like, yeah, this might happen, or this might happen. And they be like, no, you just want that to happen so you can be right. No, bitch, I want information so I won't be out here looking stupid.
Yeah.
Because if I end up looking stupid, now that's when I come and beat your ass. But that's, I just feel like most people just need to understand, like, some people just don't know what the fuck is going on in the world for real. Like,
That's true.
it's just a lot of motherfuckers who like
Some people live under rocks.
yeah,
yeah,
literally.
because they mental can stay like that, because that's how they mental can go. Like they know certain shit they need to know, but besides that, some people just need help to knowing some other shit just because shit. They probably got the best mental just because they don't try to worry about the whole world. So
or they
like,
see one source and just think that's
That's
the true
almighty,
source.
yeah.
And that's just
That's
like,
it. It ain't no
you need
other
to
way.
research.
They ain't
You
gonna
need
question
to.
it.
Exactly. They
a
don't
lot of
question
people fear
it.
change.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't noticed.
Yup.
Like when some shit really happens, the world
Go into chaos.
Niggas
And a lot of people just
was
need that
buying
one source to
tissue.
just tell them.
Yeah, what's going
Niggas
on?
was buying 3 rolls of the
I shouldn't have to go through all of this to wipe my ass.
during COVID. Like, why do you need all that fuck? What is that tissue gonna protect you?
It's that
from?
panic.
Nah,
It's
shit.
that fear
It's just
factor.
that fear.
Hey, y'all know what's so crazy? This is gonna be a little bit off topic. While everybody was grabbing toilet paper, y'all know it was fucking in stock. Soap and body wash, you nasty bitches.
Yeah,
Cause
facts.
that's where I went to go grab.
That's fine.
Soap and body wash was never out of stock.
Yeah.
That's
Them bitches
true.
was fully
It was never
sell.
out of stock.
Fucking disgusting whores.
And wipes.
And wipes.
But
I said,
honestly, you
oh.
can blame the media for that too, because they go on media talking about toilet paper about to be out, it's only one roll left, and then people
Yeah.
just panic and oh my god, I gotta get some toilet paper. Just
And we still
that fear,
no one
that
don't
fear
want to talk
fact,
about that
Yeah.
shit. yet
that fear
still.
tactic.
Who don't want
that
to talk
can-
about it? We can talk about it.
No, I'm just talking about like since all that shit just happened, no one's don't want to act like okay, hey, why did
really
everybody
was
grab
out
that toilet
here.
paper again?
They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They just did it because
They mental.
everybody else was
No,
doing it.
for
Yeah,
real.
they
mental.
just
Because
It
think,
was-
who was the first person to go like, I'm about to go out there and buy all the tissue? Who was the first?
Someone in New York, it had to be.
You know the and you know
Please
that-
don't get us canceled. We didn't make no type of money.
Hey, no,
Please
it's
don't
cool.
get us canceled.
They know what they did.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But shit, it was like
I need to be rich.
during that whole quarantine was just like
yeah, that March in April.
that was
Did anybody else gain weight?
2 weeks. Yeah, I actually did get.
I lost weight,
I gained.
I
I gained 20 pounds.
but I
Yeah,
was
I
an
gained
essential
15.
worker. I was working my ass off during that pandemic.
Ooh.
I gained. I don't know. I think
I
I
lost
like
weight.
150.
How much weight did you lose, if you don't mind sharing?
I lost about 15 pounds.
thick.
I gained a little bit of it back,
Go.
but
Yeah, I had gained 15. I went from like 115 to 130.
I gained.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the 100s
That's
to
'cause it's
135.
my
That's the
fat
highest
ass
I've
was
ever
eating
been.
strip club
Exactly.
food.
Hey,
That thick ass butter. Like this nigga had called. It was like I started. So I was at Quicken Loans, and you know, COVID had just hit the whole fucking street. So they like, you know, we about to have y'all work from home. So I'm sitting there for like 2 weeks, just like, damn. I'm stuck in the house. I can't even go outside. I'm a diabetic. I'm a high risk. Like, damn, I step outside, that shit gonna drop my stupid ass. Then next thing I know, this nigga called me and was like, let's go get something to eat. I'm like, all right, where we about to go eat? Let's go to Pantheon. Next
my
thing I know, we eating steak bites and fried lobster tails with the thick ass butter. Next thing you know, I'm husky and shit. I'm like, damn it. Damn it, we just been eating. That was definitely a long period of like.
did 2020 fuck up y'all mental?
I was gonna say the same
Yes,
thing. Did
most
COVID?
definitely.
Did you think did COVID have any affect anybody mentally?
I feel like it did with me. And then also, Brian knows, I worked in a mental group home. So I worked with people that was suffering from schizophrenia, depression. So
You a soldier.
when
You
is a
when
soldier.
the pandemic hit them,
She got some
they
swords.
were more, you know, their symptoms was more severe. And, you know, I had to be there for them. But my mental state was
Bad.
crashing down bad. I'll call Brian and be like, I gotta work 16 hours, working 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night.
She was
Had to be there the
double.
next day, just another double. And
And you
It-
said you was cancer, right? What day?
July 9th.
Oh, okay. July 8th.
Oh, look.
I know, all
Day
right.
apart.
Look
Y'all
at that.
lit.
So do your job like have anything to like? What made you want to go and work with us?
Honestly, to be honest, I did a job fair probably about 4 years ago. I just needed a job, really. And I always been good at like healthcare and stuff. My mom, my sister are RNs and stuff. So I just applied. And then a month later, they was like, hey, we liked your application. Can you come in for an interview? And then I just worked there since. And I think I like my coworkers. It wasn't that bad of a job. Like physically, it wasn't a hard job. Like I do my homework because I went to MSU. Do my homework, just chill out. But it's just those days, like when they were having those days, it was
It was
bad.
tough.
It was mentally bad. So, and then when the pandemic hit, it was just
Not
even
cooped
more
up.
worse. We had a lot more like suicide attempts, and people needed to be hospitalized because it just affected their mental really bad. And
Do you think it really affects, or do you think that the situation affect? Like, because me personally, I think COVID honestly affects your mental health.
It definitely did.
Because
I feel like with my clients, it was
Yeah.
them turning on the TV, and I have to literally tell them like, just stop watching the news,
Right.
Because it was just that fear tactic that the media was
Yeah,
putting
putting
out
out
there,
there.
and I'm just like, it's okay, it's gonna be okay. Like, I know it's a pandemic, just wear your mask, but don't feed into all that. So I feel like it's just basically like the media and just seeing all that stuff on the news all the time was triggering for most of them. So
definitely. What about Chugi?
Shit, that was at first, Lowe's, I didn't care about staying in the house just because I was one tired bitch. I was just working my ass off, and so now I can go back to writing music again and playing the game. And then shit, all of a sudden, you know, COVID got into the crib and shit, and then when my best friend passed away, it's like it fucked up my mental completely. Just because, one, do I have it? Two, did I give it to him? Three, did I just kill my fucking father? So then on top of that, I had to stay in the house for 2 weeks just because he caught it.
right.
Just to see if I had it. So now I'm cooped up in that bitch for 2 whole weeks. By the way, and see, my family did not understood this shit, because like I had to tell somebody like, okay, when my pops passed, everybody had someone to go to. When he passed, I was literally by myself for a whole 5 hours until I actually came to your house. And that whole 5 hours, I was just thinking about, I need to catch it. I was thinking about catching it because I need to know if can I, leave with that nigga. That was my only thing. I want to know, can I leave with that nigga? Just because even though he was stuck in his ways, he was on. That was my safe spot. Like he was always felt like a lot of people just don't treat me the best, and a lot of people just a lot of people just don't put me first. Like not trying to sound selfish, but like just don't give that type of love to me. He always did. Like he was that person. Like don't forget about him, or why y'all don't call him, or like he was the first. Like he'd be the person to call me. Like you want to
bring
go,
you up.
yeah. Like he want to go. If he was the only person I literally go out to eat with. Like I knew he was kind of upset if I missed 2 calls, and I called him back like, hey, oh man, we can head down to the casino this weekend. We go grab something to eat. I'm always watching the game with him, always doing everything with him. And when he passed, I just felt like, damn, I don't really have no one in my corner for real. And
was that true?
To a certain extent, yeah. And here's why I say that, just to a certain extent. He's always there, but people got to be grown enough and unselfish enough just to know we really ain't blood. He got to still look after all his people, and then on top of that, he has a little addition to his family. I
still told this nigga to come over. I said, bro, nigga, this
Get
house.
your ass over here.
Nigga, what? My parents accept this nigga into the house. He's the only nigga who can come in through the back door and not get shot.
I still say don't shoot.
Duh.
It do be people like that. People that's not even blood that you close to
like
their family.
I told him, like he told me, like, hey, bro, my dad got COVID. I don't know if he gonna make it. I'm like, nigga, my front door is open because I didn't have a job at first. So I was just like,
Right.
bro, I'm at the crib, bro. You can always come kick it. Me, my dad, Liz, everybody is here. Like, nigga, we got you, nigga. We already know how it is to lose a family member. Like, we done all lost a family member before.
Right.
So if you need to come here, like, I don't care what you're doing, nigga.
Just
you
make
can
your
come.
way.
Yeah,
Right.
get here.
And my thing was just, and this is my mental health, because just seeing, I see like well, I don't, because the small talk just doesn't work for me. So I always stay back and I look at a lot of shit and what people do to me. And a lot of people put their burdens on me. So I didn't want to be that person to put, you know.
My burdens on someone else.
Yeah, so it's like, I'd rather deal with that shit on my own just because I don't, because like you said, because when they put that shit back on you, I'm not going to be the one to sit and cry. I'm going to say, bitch, scrap. I don't got time for that shit. And I don't want that shit to be used against me because I'm not going to use that shit against you. So I decided to myself, I'm like, some shit I let go, then some shit I don't. Like I wasn't even supposed to come to your house that night, but it was the point where I shut off everything in the house, and I'm just sitting on the stairs, tears coming down my eyes, and I was talking to a girl at the time, and she didn't give one fuck, one fuck that, you know, I just lost someone who was very, very close to me. And I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just about to, I don't even drink. I was just about to just get a whole bunch of liquor and just down that shit. I didn't want to smoke. I didn't want to do nothing. I wanted to see if I can meet that nigga in the afterlife. Just because I'm so big. I mean, I'm really big on your spouse or someone you trying to fuck with, you know, be there for you.
Yeah.
So I really intentionally never had that with somebody before. So it's like, and that's all I know that's what's missing in my heart for real. So it's like when I lost my best friend and then someone I'm supposed to be fucking with don't care.
Support you in that way.
Everything is gone after that. Because that was supposed to be my support system. Like, don't get me, just that's just in my head. Just because, like I said, he has his own world, she has her own world. My brother G, everybody got their own shit to deal with.
Yeah, that was your next line of support.
I feel you. No,
so I don't want to bother them.
Real.
I never want to bother y'all just because y'all might have some shit going on. Y'all just can't help me at the time. Cause and then I have prime examples of a lot of people just doing that shit. Like, bro, hey, I'm fucked up too. I can't even help you right now. That's fine, bro. So I'm going, like I always do, find another solution, find another route. And, you know, I'm just graceful enough that nigga G actually answered the phone and said, yeah, just come over, bro. And, you know, I was just, and the crazy part is I didn't tell nobody that, you know, he died. I didn't tell nobody. Like, I think June asked what was wrong with me because I ended up having tears on the couch. I think I woke up in the middle of the night just in tears because I was just like,
still trying to process everything.
Cause nigga, I try to call this nigga just to see if he's out the casino with my dumb retarded ass. It's COVID.
That's definitely normal.
The casino closed, my nigga. I had to call this nigga like, hey, bro, you been out for too long. Cause I did that shit before. Like, I call that nigga like, hey, all right, partner, homeboy, it's time to get to the crib, you know. And when that shit went straight to voicemail, his voicemail hit, I'm just like, oh,
this is real.
This shit is real.
But you know that is normal because when my granddad, he passed, I know 2019, it was either November or September, but to this day, like his buddies, they still call his phone and try to, they like, I thought he was going to pick up. I really wanted him to pick up. Yeah. So that's another thing, being able to grieve. That's another thing. We're not taught how to grieve, and I was taught the wrong way.
Black people was never taught how to grieve. I swear on my life.
Because what I was taught, not saying my parents taught me or something I probably read, because that's just who I am, is grief will only last 15 minutes. Everything else is self-inflicted. And it wasn't until I got older I realized, like, that's not true.
That's some bullshit.
That's not true at all.
That was my grandmother.
Shake it off.
Literally shake it off. Like, at my dad's funeral, she was like, you got to get up. And I'm like, I can't.
This pain is real.
They're going to tell you because they don't want to see you down.
No, that's not true.
How you know that?
Vice versa, they'd be the same way.
Man, how you know? You talk to that nigga? Where you go?
Tell me something you don't know, right?
Because I need to know.
People coming in, I'm like, look, I don't have the energy to be for these people. Like,
man, yeah, because they want you to fix yourself up.
Get yourself up. Thank you for coming. Man, I'm like, I don't got that.
It's not about them.
Man, that's the selfishness that black people don't understand. Is like, hey,
that's that older generation.
Yeah, because we all came for one reason to, mourn over the person who just passed. But you telling me just because I'm that immediate family member, I have to get myself together while cousin Ricky over here bawling his eyes out?
Right. I ain't seen cousin Ricky in 5 years.
That's the third
He
cousin.
crying as hard as me.
That's the third cousin and shit. And this nigga crying his eyes out. But I have to say, okay, come on, cousin Ricky, let's go outside.
I gotta
let's
be
talk.
strong.
Right.
Man, fuck out of here.
Definitely in the African
We
American
got-
society or
we
colored
gotta break that
society.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's a lot of stigmas that have to be broken. Anxiety have to be broken, or like not understanding certain things. Like even with work anxiety, I had work anxiety. I used to have panic attacks. First job I ever had, I had panic attacks
Yeah.
every day when I was in there, ringing people out, trying to maintain because it's not normal or you shouldn't be freaking out. It's just a job. I'm not physically or mentally prepared for this shit.
Mental health is so stigmatized, period, in the Black community. Like people just hear you got depression or
Just get some
anxiety.
weed,
It's
bro.
just
What
the end of the world.
What you sad for?
Exactly.
Man, you
I've
still
had that
alive.
said to me before.
No, big facts. And it's like you honestly, I might not know why I'm sad. And it has less to do with a reason and more to do with what's going on with me mentally. It's
Type shit.
It's the chemicals in my brain that make me feel some
And
type
people
of way.
don't know that
And
depression
literally-
is basically a chemical imbalance within the brain.
Nope.
I
So
explain
you
that to
can't
people all the
really,
time.
you can't really explain why you're sad.
They think you
Like,
could just shut it off.
They think
Yeah.
that you could just
Like, oh,
stop
just turn it
all that
off.
shit that was going on. Like I remember back in like 9th grade, I was living in Florida. This was before I moved back to Michigan, and I don't know. I was just like my health. I just was doing bad in like school. I didn't have any friends for real. Like I probably had like one friend, but I didn't see him like that. Like I lived in a cul-de-sac, and I felt like I could be comfortable to go talk to my biological mother, and I told her I'm depressed. And she looked at me with the straightest face and then looked down in her book and said, "What the fuck you got to be sad for?"
No, big facts.
Well, shit, I can't tell you, but I just know that
I know I'm depressed.
I'm
same,
sad.
Same situation. I want therapy. I'm depressed. Oh, that's of the devil. So in my head, you telling me I am the devil because I'm sad?
Shit.
Yes.
Because I'm sad.
I'll
People go to
take that
therapy
shit.
and people just think that's just like, what, you go to therapy?
What you got to talk to somebody
you got
for?
Talk to me, bitch. I don't.
No, they be like, talk to God, talk to me.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the older generation. Tell you talk to God.
Yeah,
look,
but
that's
it's
my parents
true.
talk to God. And you know
But
what?
it's like I did, but
Right, exactly. I did. I've been writing these letters.
Right.
I've been in my room
Journaling.
listening to gospel for the last 2 years. When this shit gonna change?
Grandbaby, go to the Baptist.
What the fuck God gonna do for me? That nigga ain't gonna help me right now. I'm sad as fuck. I'd be like, dog,
I'm about to go meet this
I
nigga
could
in a
read this
second.
Bible. I could read this. I could go to service, but I'm like,
It's not gonna help
helping
me.
me. Like
not
I knew
good.
that for myself to help me, like get out of my little dark hole. I just moved. I learned that my other coping mechanism is to just run.
Nah,
I just run. Like I moved to a
I
whole
can't
new
necessarily
state.
say that's healthy.
It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all.
Oh, I
because I
told
just
him.
be
Yeah, it's
like,
not.
it's just I'd be like, damn, I need a new change of scenery.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing the same shit. Let's go do something new. Let's go. I just need something to get my mind off of all the other shit that I'm going.
I feel that.
Cause I used to do the same shit. That's why I told him like when he was doing all that shit, I finally just said, "Fuck, I'm just gonna be in Michigan for a minute." And I told him like, "Bro, that shit ain't good." Cause I've been doing it since 2015. That shit.
you basically running from your problem,
Right.
not
Yeah.
addressing them.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have flash shoes on my fucking feet.
He said he was out of here.
Niggas used to hit me up. Hey, bro, you trying to chill? No.
He said, "My name is Barry S. Wallen."
Man, cause that's where I'm at. Not
I feel like I was the real Barry because niggas said, when the fuck you moved to Florida? Shit.
I don't know.
2 days. Shit, I just did it. When the fuck you moved to Georgia? Shit.
Yeah, that's when I saw you went to Atlanta. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
I was like, fuck
damn.
it. I just did it. Like, I just was like,
Man, it's
Like
just, I believe that shit real life just unhealthy as fuck. Like I just
Yeah.
believe that to myself now because just from me like knowing like I go to a new state and be like, damn, I should have made that shit right in Michigan.
And you be thinking your problems just gonna magically go
Disappear.
away.
No,
and they not. They
hell
can
no.
follow you everywhere
And
you
them
go.
bitches follow like Casper the fucking ghost. Oh my gosh. Be waking up in the middle of the night like, damn, should I really go back and try to make everything right so I can actually move?
Yeah.
It's never gonna be everything right. You ain't gonna be able to
The
make
most important
everything.
things.
It's more so, am I gonna deal with it? Can I deal with
True.
this enough? Cause some things you ain't meant to deal with. It's a lot of stuff in here, like it's a lot of things that they tell you to deal with, like verbal abuse. Even if your parents or your spouse or your auntie, your brother, whoever is, verbally abusive, that don't mean you stay around and be like, hey, this is what is going on. It's not healthy for me. And that's the time when some cases you do like, all right, I'm out of here. I gotta go.
it.
I can't stay here because you ain't helping me and I can't help you like this.
Yeah, I would say like we're always in a state of healing instead of being healed.
Yeah.
We can never be fully healed. There's always gonna be problems. There's always gonna be stuff.
Definitely, you never gonna be
It's just how you handle that situation.
It's like,
You're never gonna be 100%. I always try to tell people that. Just try to make it 90, at least 90.
Yes.
Cause it's all, bro. You can wake up on the side of the bed for that 10%, that 10 minutes of when you waking up. Then after that, it can be all straight.
You can have a good, perfect 3 months, just no problems, and then that next day it's just like, damn,
Just
I'm
make sure-
depressed again.
Yeah, just make sure you stay at 90, like, or 99, like most people like to say. But I say shit, stay at 90, cause shit, them 10 minutes or that 10%, that shit, hey, hard times last when that 10% hit. Cause
do anybody else suffer with seasonal depression? Like during the winter?
Yeah.
During the winter.
Yeah. Yep.
During the winter, because
Yep.
I lost my granddad. He was murdered in 2008, I want to say, 2008. And he, that was like, whenever the winter comes around, because the 19th was when he passed, and I want to say the 23rd is when his anniversary is with my grandma. And, you know, I always try to take her out for the anniversary. We always
Right.
try to do something for her. And it was like, I'm always sad during the winter. I don't know. It don't even just be because it's cold as shit in Michigan.
I
Like, I
think
just be
it's both.
sad.
I think it's the
like,
lack of
it's just be
sun.
dark. Yes, it's just the lack of sun for me.
It's just be dark. It'd be a hard time for me.
It's the holidays.
It's the
Yep.
holidays. It's gotta be the holidays.
I
don't
lost my
celebrate
holiday
holidays.
Spirit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I lost my holiday spirit. Like
I
I
don't
really just
even
do
do that.
everything because it's like I want to layer the experience, all of that.
Is it?
I celebrate. I'll be honest. I celebrate Halloween, which is a holiday, not holiday, and Thanksgiving. But that I use Thanksgiving as my Christmas. That's when I give out my gifts and so on and so on. But I don't celebrate holiday. I just don't. When it comes to like after August, it just get real foggy for me.
Is it?
I think mine is like
reasons?
October. Like
Is it winter?
October to February, it's just.
Oh, I just be sad during Valentine's Day.
I was just about to say too, and being single.
Please don't. Please, I don't want to talk about
Being
that
single
shit.
during that time, you just be seeing everybody
Maybe she right
at
about
the
that
pumpkin
October
patch
because that's
looking
sweetest
cute.
day. I ain't never got shit.
Christmas
Never
That'd
presents.
be a sad ass long ass
Listen,
period.
I
I'm
want to
like,
make this announcement now. PSA to all these bitches out here.
Oh,
I always had a Valentine's, but I never had a Sweeties Day. So if I don't have one this year, fuck Valentine's Day. I had to make that.
I've only had like 2 Valentines in my entire life.
I keep one
2.
every fucking year.
I had one in high school.
I had
It's
one
been 8
was in high
years.
school and one's adulthood. That was
I
about
keep
it.
them motherfuckers, and I'm pissed. Cause it never works out. It never works out.
That's another stigma too. Can we draw Valentine's Day? Am I the only person rooting for that?
I mean, I don't know about dropping it, but can we like treat each other since it's like the month of love, basically? Like why?
Oh, yeah.
Why we just?
It just be
gotta
like, why
make
we
it
gotta
about the
reserve
woman?
one
You
day?
know
Like,
that's
do
only in
that
Michigan,
any
though,
other
right?
day.
Y'all know that's only in Michigan.
What you mean?
Sweetest day?
That's Sweetie's Day.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like they like in other states and shit. You know, the man gets treated on Valentine's Day too.
Oh,
It's just
Oh,
only
yeah.
in Michigan. It's
Yeah.
literally only in
These
Michigan.
bitches ain't shit.
Oh,
man, here.
That's why I need to move.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that part. The females here is a different story.
Females
I'm
and
trying to-
niggas. Niggas
I'm
ain't
trying to-
shit either.
Hey, look, it's
Ain't
it's on
nobody
both
shit.
sides. It's on both.
It's both
yeah.
sides. It's both sides.
It's
It might
69, but
just be Michigan.
goddamn.
It might just be Michigan. We might just not be an ain't shit ass state.
You ain't heard about the Michigan curse?
Oh shit! I didn't know we had one.
We don't have like earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, none of that. But our people just fucking hate each other.
That is true.
That's the curse. You ain't the land ain't gonna never curse you. The people is.
That's why
Oh,
we
yeah.
all depressed.
Dog.
Cause these niggas hate it.
Dog. And bitches hate me too. You just
It's
No,
alright.
he had to know that.
It's alright.
for real? No, it's not.
It's gonna be alright. I
No,
promise.
my mental health really be fucked up. No, that's really one of my mental health be really fucked up because it's like, why me? Like, it's no reason to downgrade my character. There's no reason for that shit.
I feel that.
Especially for the, it's like, if we don't work out or you ain't trying to mess with me for real, why I can't go touch your friend?
That's easy but tough at the same time. That's an easy topic and tough to answer.
I understand if we was in a relationship for a long, dope ass, dumb ass time.
Sometimes it don't have nothing to do with that. It don't have.
It's kind of
sometimes
the principle that people.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's like the principal boundary type thing.
it's
Because
we didn't fuck.
that's okay. It's not all
Right.
about fucking.
Okay.
it's not about fucking. It's just the principle of like, damn. Well, we niggas, so it don't really matter for us. But if a female be like, damn, you went and fucked my friend, they gonna be in their feelings about it because that's they sister.
Well, this is what I
don't
think.
have friends. They have
Most
sisters,
females,
so you went
yeah.
and fucked her sister,
Yeah.
basically.
But I would
Most-
leave that alone if we already fucked though.
It's sometimes, but okay, on a state of mental health. Sometimes they fuck with people. It's a trigger for some people. Like, damn, was I not good enough?
Yeah.
I'm talking about you don't want to talk to me. I don't reject people.
That's-
But that's
No,
the
no,
thing. It's
that's
like once
how
you
they
go to
gonna
that
see
friend,
it.
they were like, "Damn,
I
like,
wasn't good enough. Is she better than me? But not
That's
saying it's on you.
No, that's
not
their
saying it's your
problem.
fault.
Okay,
Yeah,
It's
that's what
just
I'm saying.
in
We not
general.
saying
That's just
it's
how
your
they.
fault.
That's how they be.
It's their problem then, because all
Yeah,
that.
it might be their problem.
Get the fuck. That's the most selfish bullshit mental health shit I ever
And
fucking
that's
heard.
and it's true though. That's what we've been saying though. That's the point.
Yeah, with
like
me,
people
honestly,
are
I
selfish.
wouldn't care unless I still like had feelings for that guy. If
It
I
just-
had feelings for him, like okay, like damn.
But you
It
should really
depends,
approach
bro.
that though.
It
Oh
depends.
yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would like if I still wanted to talk to you. I ain't about to be like I don't want to talk to you. Then get mad when you go to my friend.
It depends on what we talked about. That's how I see it. If you feel me, we didn't work out, we didn't have sex, but we talked about some shit that I definitely didn't share with nobody else, and you was like, yeah, it didn't work out with us, but your best friend kind of cute. I'm gonna be like, nigga. So just because you didn't tap the buns don't mean we didn't have a connection. That I'm just gonna let you slide.
No, that's
like
true.
that?
Yeah.
Or my cousin, like, or simple, or I'd be simple. Like a lot of people want to date me and my brother. They be like, yeah, I want a relationship with you, but I want to fuck your brother. Bitch, is you stupid?
That's different. That's some.
That's some
No,
horny
that's-
ass shit.
that's-
That's some horny
Okay,
ass
and what's
shit.
the difference in between what you saying? Yeah, we didn't work out, we didn't have sex, but I want to go touch on your friend.
we didn't want to get to that point of dating. We just said
I didn't get the point into dating because once they said that shit, I was out the door. Oh, okay, that's how you feel. All right.
Like I'm good on you.
So it's options. Okay.
Right, when they give you that option, like when you decline that shit, that means you can go jump on wherever the fuck you want to jump on.
You could, by all means, you could do whatever you want to do, but it's like she said, it's principle. It's the fact of.
it's the
just.
principle.
No, that's some selfish ass shit. That's some selfish ass shit to say.
But it's a lot of fish in the sea. Why you gotta hurt a friend?
Yeah, it's like you went after. It's like she
Her
says, all
friend
these
wanted
people.
a fish.
Her friend wanted
Her
the
friend
fish.
out of all these
Friend
people.
wanted a fish.
All these people, you have to pick my best friend.
No, but here's
My
the thing
bait
though.
worked the same.
Oh my
Here's the thing
god.
though. It's not even me going after the friend. It's just
The friend coming to you.
that's what I get. That's literally my story. It's always I would be fucking with somebody, but someone from behind be like,
Okay, do you have
Hey.
enough self pride to tell her no? I feel like a lot of niggas don't have enough self pride to pass on pussy.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of
I was
niggas
gonna
is
say
Passed
like,
on some pussy before. I definitely done been like.
but a lot of niggas
nah.
ain't gonna be. A lot of the times niggas gonna be like, well, she was trying to give it
Yeah,
up.
most of the time y'all gon'
She was trying to give it up, so I took it.
think
You know what I
maybe I'm
mean?
just not that horny. Damn.
Maybe.
Damn.
okay, that might be my problem.
Yeah.
But I do decline sometimes, but sometimes I don't, just because I'm getting to that point where I don't like games. Like if you just gonna play around and all that shit, like I'm done trying to fuck with broken or unbroken women because
too old for the bullshit.
yeah, because they mental. If your mental really too fucked up just to communicate and talk and all that shit, I'm fine. I'm fine because I'm trying to that's my thing. I try to not try to restore, but I try to help so we can get on the path of something because you wanted this, so it's like I'm gonna try to help this.
Yeah.
But I'm done with that shit where it's like I'm giving all my all to help you and all that shit. I don't get shit in return. Where someone in the back is like, hey,
I'm
we
not
should
your
do
first
something.
choice, but
We should do something because what she's putting you through, I'm not gonna put you through.
And do that be the case?
I don't go through because I choose wrong.
And what does that mean? I'm confused. What is choose wrong?
I chose the friend. I chose the fucked up friend where I should have chose the friend.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
choose wrong. I literally choose. I choose wrong every time, and I chose wrong again. And this time it wasn't even me getting. I didn't even pick her. I don't pick a lot. She picked me. She picked me, and it's like I tried. It still wasn't enough. So it's like, you should have left me alone. Because now my mental fucked. Because I did all this shit for what? Where I could have had someone, ready.
Do y'all feel that it's okay to cut somebody off if they really don't understand your mental?
Yes.
Yes.
I have done that.
Even
That
if
was
it's
my
your
last
own,
relationship.
Even if it's your own parents?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've done that with my parents. yeah.
Definitely, bro.
Family, friends.
Family, friend,
coworker.
all of that good stuff.
Because that's
Whoever.
the selfish part of them. If they don't want to understand or try to, or learn, hey, they stuck in their own ways. Because if I know you going through something you need, and I need to know what the fuck's really going on, or just try to, I'm going to. But if you still gonna be stuck in your old ways, fine.
Or even if it's not you stuck in your old ways, sometimes it's just we just don't connect on that level no more.
That is true.
We
I'll
just
give you
don't
that one,
connect
too.
like that, and that's okay.
And that would be the last conversation that we would have.
Yeah, we
It's two
don't.
different vibes.
We just
Yeah.
exactly we not on the same
We're
frequency.
not on the same. Yeah, we
Yeah.
just not even. We can't even have that conversation.
Yeah.
Like I know I can't go to you and be like, "This is what I'm going through."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Type shit. Like you're gonna be the last person I talk to because I already know. What,
I know what it is. Like one parent, I could go to them and I could talk about females, and the other parent, I can't. And it's just not that we have a bad relationship. It's just I
It's
can't
just I
talk
know-
to you
yeah.
about
Damn,
it.
both. Damn.
It's just they don't understand and they're not gonna be
Exactly.
accepting of it. It's
Exactly.
like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to you.
Well, shit, they both probably couldn't. They both probably feel the same way about it, but one just allowed me to talk, and the other one don't. So it's just more so like, thank you for listening, and
Yeah.
versus
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to see your faces when I talk about what I want to talk about. But at the same time, sometimes I just ask for straight up advice, and one of them is always there, where the other one do not have the advice I'm looking for, and I'll be like, thank you.
Yeah, I need something like that because I can't go to nobody. Well, no parents because they ain't shit. Relationship wise, not
Yeah.
Well, that's another different story. But relationship wise, they ain't shit.
But parents don't have it figured out. Just because I did read the list, but it was a question about childhood, and mental health, and do your childhood affect your mental health? And I can definitely say yes. I feel like the experience you have definitely,
Everything can
Yes.
stem back.
Everything
to your
stems
childhood.
back to your
Definitely.
childhood.
it definitely every single thing. So I mean, a lot of times we go to our parents thinking that they got it figured out when they don't. I want to come to you for my relationship advice, but at the same time, the reasons why I have trust issues or
Because of you.
Yeah, right, because of what I see y'all
and they
do.
still don't realize that shit. And they just be like,
like
Nah,
you
you
grew up
just
my
going
whole
through some
life
shit.
as a player, and then wonder why I'm be like, damn, I don't want to be a player no more. But it's in my genes because that's how you raised me.
oh.
Type shit.
Because everybody got it through my blood. And I'm just trying to be the one that doesn't have it. Like, that was my thing where, like I said, I see a lot. So when I seen everything, like I seen he gonna kick my ass, but fuck it. I know where he at. He can't get to me. So my pops out cold. He was cheating on his one thing, and she found out, and she literally bawling, crying in tears. He did not give one types of fucks. He did not care, and all of a sudden, he let that shit die down. Next thing you know, they all just together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want that.
Okay, let me ask a
don't.
question. Would you forgive somebody for cheating on you?
Yeah, I always believe in second chances. I believe in second chances. I don't believe in three. Oh, because shame on me. But no, second, I always believe that people, deserve us some type of chance.
Maybe once, but definitely
Just
no.
once. Oh, they go over that. Oh.
You niggas are brave.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You
I'm
niggas
with
are
Brandon.
brave.
Just like, I don't know.
but
I don't know.
That's
No.
just your mental, like how good is your mental is just because like I said, it's the why not factor. It's like shit, why not? It's always like shit.
But it seems like 9 times out of 10 they gonna do it again. So it's just like
Some people do adjust or change.
I've never
like most people I know,
no.
if they cheated once, they did it again.
And more times likely they have cheated in their past relationships. And I say in my experience of life, I've never seen a cheater only cheat once.
That is true, but I don't know.
If you
that's
allow
just
me to beat your ass one time, you gonna let me beat your ass again?
Oh no, definitely
I'm not
not.
about to beat you 2 times. I'm only gonna beat you one time.
This
'cause
one
like
time,
I said,
I'm gonna just beat the shit out of you. This one time.
no, it's gonna be after the second time you cheat because I'm gonna be done with you after that. The first time is I don't believe in like you. It was a mistake. I don't believe that at all. It's just like shit. you know, we just went off track.
I don't know. I can say some things have been mistakes. I've
You just
had
don't
my
hop
own
in pussy
mistakes.
on mistakes.
Okay, this is
You don't
personal
suck
experience.
on ding-a-ling on mistakes.
No, you don't do shit on mistake.
It's
I'm not
what you
saying that.
justify as cheating too.
Yeah. Okay. Like, say
of
for
course
instance, you
sex is-
drunk. You didn't sleep with the person, but you was drunk, and things may have happened. Y'all didn't kiss. Y'all didn't do. But you was still. It was in a way where he was like, my partner would see this as uncomfortable.
Like you
kind of
entertain
like
it.
That's a
You
mistake.
I
entertain
feel
the
like
other
once you
guy.
Yeah.
disrespect the relationship, because if you wouldn't want me doing that with somebody else, then that's what I consider cheating. So if you think me texting somebody else is cheating, then that's
Then
what
that's
it
cheating.
is.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's all, it comes back to how that person's mental really is. It really comes back to the maturity. Like, okay, you can have female friends, just respect me on the outside. But you feel me? If you gonna have female friends, don't get mad if she got
yeah.
male friends, but
Exactly.
still respect the person you in the relationship.
Yeah, because some
People
girls will be
just
like, you
retarded.
can't have no female friends, but then they'll have like male friends.
And I think
like,
that's the mental issue. I don't
Man,
like
I feel like
that.
it's an
Definitely a mental
insecurity.
issue.
It is.
It is a big
Insecurity
insecurity.
and mental goes hand in hand when it comes to people in relationships. I swear, because that shit crazy. That I try to. That's why I be trying to date strippers. Because
Oh my goodness.
to a certain extent, they don't be having insecurities for real just because
They naked.
they.
in front of
My favorite
everybody.
They
part.
free spirited.
In front of
Yeah, my
everybody.
favorite part. So that means, cause don't get me wrong. Like for me doing my jobs and all that shit, it's gonna be some females that comes up to me and talk to me and all that shit, and I don't have no interest in them just because I'm with you. I don't need you to trip, cause if I get back into the car and you be like, so what the fuck was all that? I'm just gonna leave.
Why you getting so loud?
I don't got time for that shit. I don't have time for none of that shit just because, bitch, if I wanted to fuck, I would have did it. Then they be like, and then that's when they mental hit in. You know, the last nigga I had, man, fuck all that.
Fault and responsibility. It may not have been your fault, but it's your responsibility to get over that shit.
Do y'all feel
Or
like
to learn how to
shit.
cope or learn how to deal with it.
Man,
Do y'all feel like past traumas could really affect somebody going into a relationship? Like
Yes.
they put all
Yes.
their past
Yes.
troubles
I'm not
Definitely.
onto
Yeah.
you.
I hate to be
Definitely.
biased. I really hate to be biased on this one, but I think it's mostly females. Cause mostly females, I literally just been fucking with and all that shit. They put me through hell and brimstone just because of what the last
No,
nigga
I
did.
feel like it's males too. They be
Everybody
talking about,
do
I had
it.
this crazy ass ex.
Yeah.
and-
Or just as simple as, I can't trust
Yeah.
I can't trust no hoe because 2 hoes did me wrong. Okay, 2 niggas did me wrong, but you want me to trust you.
Exactly.
I just believe everybody deserves. If you got into,
I feel like a whole bunch of people, male or female, just out here with trust issues.
Yeah.
And that's why people
Definitely.
be so hard to just open up and
Yeah. Fault and
Or I get
relationships
responsibility.
be failing. That's why I feel
Yeah.
like relationships fail.
That's why marriages fail.
because people don't give
It's
people
2
chances.
things.
Like they just stop a judge. Like they mental. But a lot of people mental is like just assuming, just judging books by its cover, and it's like it's no reason for.
And
that
I feel
shit.
like before people even try to pursue relationships, you need to work on that and, like I
Definitely.
said, get healed. Now you're not gonna be
Yeah.
fully healed, but you need to do
Start
some-
healing.
Definitely.
Start healing.
Definitely.
Put some of that shit in a bag and just be
Like
like,
not everybody's out to
okay,
get you.
I can.
Some people
I know
want to
that I'm
genuinely treat
okay
you
with this
nice.
Man,
now.
like,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna treat you this certain
It's
way.
no hidden
Right.
agenda. Like that's what most. It's no hidden. A lot of people just don't have a hidden agenda towards you, dog. And
Or
y'all
so-
be missing out on blessings.
Some people don't, but some people do. It's understanding the person you're dealing with and
That is
understanding their mental health and their mental problems. If this person can't go more than, if this person wake up, smoke, or wake up, drink, wake up, pop a pill, that's the first thing they do when they wake up before they brush their teeth,
Oh, they
before
going
they
through some
wash
shit.
their ass. They going through shit.
They going
But people
through
don't look
shit.
at the smaller signs. Like they don't look at those signs. They be like, oh, they just like smoking a lot. They just
No,
like drinking
I
a
tell
lot.
people
No,
that
it's
all the
something
time.
wrong.
That's why I build friendships.
Thank you.
All right.
That is
bitch.
exactly why. I
Thank
build
you. That's
friendships,
why
because
you
I
build-
feel like you got to learn somebody through all 4 seasons. Because like, what if I don't? I can deal with you when you happy. I can deal when you when excited. But say you lose a family member, or you not feeling good. Say I don't know how to love you during your weak point.
Yeah.
You
What if
gotta
I
see
don't
them
know
at
how
the
to?
weak point.
Yeah. What if I don't know how to love you during your anxiety? What if I don't know how to deal with you when you depressed? Now I'm just, you'll be all right. Yeah, I let you stay
Yeah.
at home and I go to work or something. Like I feel like
or saying, or you feel me, not knowing how to deal with you, or not knowing how to deal with yourself when you're in that position. Sometimes you do know how to, like, I know how to support you because I'm a supportive person, but at the end of the day, damn, I feel drained. I feel like I don't have anything. I feel as low
Because
as you
put
feel.
yourself into that person.
Yeah, because I poured all of my energy into you so you can feel something, and then now I don't have anything. But where is that reciprocation?
Yeah, and I
That's
was
the
gonna say then they not there for you.
Exactly.
And
Or they don't know how.
People who
It's sometimes it's not
who make you go through
selfishness
that
though.
shit.
Sometimes it's just a lack of knowing. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know they're depressed. A lot of people don't know they're addicts. A lot of people don't know that they're verbally abusive or mentally abusive. They don't know this stuff because there's no light shining on those subjects.
That is true, but I believe half of that shit. Look, just from my experience, I just feel like because what a lot of girls tell me is like, I used to do all that for a nigga, and it's like, okay, now when it came
Great.
to me,
Don't stop doing it. Continue doing that shit.
that's it. But see, that's when they become selfish though, because it's like, okay,
because they don't want to do all that for a nigga,
And then
And it
it
go to
backfires.
waste.
For
It
me
go to
though,
waste.
fuck y'all hoes for me, because damn.
No, it's not
know
just you.
what?
It's other motherfuckers too.
Oh, it is, but I just have to say
I feel
because
you.
I be knowing the end result. I just want to just know, because this would be fucking my mental health up too. I be going through hell and brimstone, and I don't like to check up on my exes or the last bitch I fuck with, all that shit. But for some odd ass reason, the next nigga that's after me be having the greatest time of his fucking life, and it's like, damn, I was just a stepping stone.
No, I feel
Now
that.
I want to punch you in the throat.
I've dated a lot of females who, when I dated, they was gay, and then after we stopped dating, they started dating niggas again, and I felt some type of way. I was like, damn, like,
you thought you was just a phase for
yeah, I was like, damn,
You
I was
was
just an
just trying
experience.
shit.
Man,
I was just an
just trying shit.
experience. Now you in the. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for your relationship, but damn, where
I'm
did
not.
this
Fuck
leave
you.
me? Nah, fuck, because a lot of them still together, and I'm like, I'm
That's
happy for
fine.
you. I'm happy for you,
still
but damn.
single and
It's hard. It is hard. But you do just gotta learn, like, that just wasn't your person. And if they let them be
at the end of the day, it's like, oh, thank
and so
God.
yeah, so it'd be like a blessing in
Yeah.
disguise.
But
Like that was
I'm
my
just
person.
getting sick of, just being someone's stepping stone. Like, damn.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
Because, like, dog, like, I did all this for another nigga to step in. See, I had to go through Kilimanjaro to get to somewhere.
get to where we was at.
Why in the hell this nigga getting off the fucking plane?
He off the yellow brick
And you know
road.
what? I started feeling like, damn, I build you up enough where you could find your peace with somebody else, but here I am without peace.
Man, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep on building people up, and because then just at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I just really don't matter to people. That's
I
why.
definitely feel that.
Not to. I don't know if it has anything to, but it's like that one song that T.I. was on motherfucking Dreamville. He was like, yeah, if I fuck 7 to 8 bitches and I gave them that bomb, I'm expecting one of them to give me some bomb one of these days. I feel the same way. Like, if I put out that good energy enough time, eventually I'm going to find somebody for me, or I'm going to find somebody, but also don't be looking for nobody in no down standpoint. No offense to any strippers, but 9 times out of 10, you ain't off as good as you want to be. And maybe I shouldn't be there because I'm not as good as I want to be.
That is true.
Let's meet in a different lifetime. Let's meet in a different stage in our lives where we can be the best. Because right now, we both not where we should be.
I don't know. I believe that, but like my ass going with the flow. Fuck it, going with the fucking flow. Shit.
He like, I'm tired.
If you believe that it worked, it's gonna work.
For I mean, just off like, because that's just me of knowing, like, I don't have a wall. I don't have a wall towards my heart. So it's like, fuck it. Why not? Like, if you saying,
Then you should have a wall. I think everybody should have some type of wall.
I just don't believe it just because, like, people mean as fuck. Like, no, it's no reason for me to have a fucking thorn thong on, a thorn headband on, just to get to some loving.
Did you say a thorn thong?
Why am I what he saying?
I get it. It's
That
like
shit gonna hurt.
That shit sound like it's painful as
That
fuck,
shit
Eric.
hurt. That's a lot of pain to be going through.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you have to experience that for me, because I'm not wearing no thorn ass thong. That's what I'm
Like,
not doing.
no, like for real, like, I talk to this nigga most about relationship problems just because the last person I was talking to, he actually knew. And he can tell you off rip, like, he always tells me at the end of the day, like, bro, you a fucking soldier. just because like he said he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do a lot of this shit. I'd be like, nah, bro, I don't know how you do it. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me.
I'm not that nice.
I would.
I'm not that nice. I'm nice. I'm a sweetheart. Of course I am. Like I treat women with the utmost respect,
Like
but sometimes I feel like only certain women can get that type of energy out.
Yeah,
Like I feel
absolutely.
like if I'm gonna go out my way to get you some flowers, or if I want to take you on a nice date or something, like
I feel that.
I feel like you have to give some type of energy or give
Not
some
every
type
woman
of
deserves
energy.
that type of
Yeah.
I just learned that.
Yeah, not every pretty face deserve the flowers.
I just learned that.
Sometimes she needs to go pick her
I
own
had to
roses.
learn that too.
Cause that Detroit Fire Company girl and ain't getting no more money out of me. She ain't getting shit. You can start seeing my money again when I'm in a relationship. Cause
I just want my jacket.
I'm dead.
I better not catch her outside because I really
you gonna ruffle up her
I
feathers.
want my jacket.
I just
But-
want somebody to commit to me.
There you go. That's
Commitment.
Mentally.
Yeah, that's
It's just
Man.
be like
Mentally.
people be like, I'm not ready for a relationship. Go with
I
the
hate
flow.
them.
Then it don't work out. 3
I
weeks
hate
later,
that.
they in a
I hate the
relationship.
term
It's
relationship.
Like, damn, like,
I'd rather say partnership. I don't want a relationship anymore. Relationship was high school. Give me a partnership.
Give me a
I feel
team.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the type of shit I'm on.
I feel
I
that.
want my partner, so we
Yeah,
can
Right.
build.
yeah,
Why can't
so
we
we
build
like, hey,
together? Why can't we both make
exactly.
sure that our mental health is great and we just out here getting this money, just us, no exclusives
Yeah.
on the outside,
Man.
I feel
fucking with what we got going on.
But nah, commitment is hard though. Commitment is hard. That shit is tough.
People make it hard.
Nah, it's maybe.
Temptation.
Maybe.
Temptation
Bam.
is definitely something
Yeah, I would
that
say
is-
temptation.
because a lot of things can happen during that temptation. You can feel some type of way with somebody else that you don't feel with your partner.
Man.
You feel me? Like
I
you
think
could-
that's always
you could
gonna
be
happen,
with
though.
your partner for a long time, but you could always meet somebody else that bring out a different type
Part of
of
you.
flame.
You just connect to them,
You
like,
feel me? Like
Yeah.
they done
I
brought
think all
some
souls
type of
connect,
energy that
though.
your brother can't, or your partner can't bring out to you.
And that's true. All souls do connect, and that's the problem. It's because when temptation do come, it come at the perfect time. It come at the wrong time, but the perfect time. Because you be like, oh, I'm bored, chilling. And then they come
And
along.
then this
You be
motherfucker
like,
come and spark
"Whoa,
your whole
hey,
mind.
exactly.
They'll make your ding ding jump. Just out of nowhere. I'm telling you, I've already
This
know
is
that
it.
temptation of
This
motherfucker.
is it.
But here's
This
the
is everything that it could be just
Man,
for that
this
night.
is
And then
it.
I look at you,
You
a
be like,
cheater, getting beat on by me.
Hey, it's okay. Hey, it's okay.
choosing violence, though.
I know.
Violence.
But my thing is, it's just off. I mean, because I like shit to make sense. Because a lot of shit just don't make sense, but I'm gonna make it make sense.
Okay.
If you know we in this relationship, like everybody should know this is common essence. We should not cross with each other. So I'm still gonna believe in that thing just because that's how it's supposed to work. I don't care. Like I hate when people say it's always little cheating got to go involved into a great relationship. No, the fuck it
No.
doesn't.
Well, it depends on what you consider cheating. If thinking is cheating, then that's how
No,
y'all
not
relationship
think-
go.
not thinking.
But some people is like that. Sometimes
right.
if you thinking about this person, you cheating on me.
Then everybody cheats.
Exactly.
I was
So
gonna say,
maybe that's the
not-
scent they was looking for, like a little bit of cheat. Like
That's-
you gotta find other people
That's an
attractive.
insecurity at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
That
that's-
is too.
You're not ready to date if you.
Man, you not. That's a.
So
that's a
thinking
huge
is not cheating. So can I say, oh, this person is attractive, or I would like to sleep with this person and never do it, or never talk to
Okay,
them?
maybe not
Maybe
sleeping
not
with
the, I want
person.
to sleep with this
Yeah, not
person
sleep
because
with
you can make an
Like,
intent.
oh, he's a nice
of
looking
trying
guy,
to
or
sleep with
she's
this person.
fine, like,
but
she's
I could be
fine,
like,
but-
damn, she bad, like, or
Yeah.
be like, hey, babe. Her ass fat. Like if we can both
Yeah,
do
like,
that,
with me,
you feel
I wouldn't be,
it's
like,
kind of a
offended by that, 'cause,
respect
like,
thing
damn,
if
her
I call
ass
it
is
out to
fat.
my
Man.
girl. You feel me? Like if I'm out with my girl, say we walking downtown, and we just like, damn.
She got.
She look. She,
Yeah.
she think it's. I probably won't call that shit out first. I'll probably let my girl call it out. So then I can be like,
Yeah,
babe,
man,
Yeah.
that shit hit me.
I mean, that's man law though, so you won't get hit.
No, I do
Right.
the same thing. That's law, period. In relationships with females, you always gotta let them say like, "Oh, you peeped that too? That's
Right.
crazy."
Oh, because we always pee first. We always pee first.
Probably.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to do that whole walking and just. you got. Huh? No, I was just stretching. I was just stretching, man.
Man, hey, like shit, my son was fucking up. Hold
Is that a nickel on the ground? Is
Man,
that a quarter ounce?
hey, that's a shiny ass
I
thing.
thought
you
that
ain't
was
see that shiny ass
I thought
penny?
that was somebody I knew.
Man,
Yeah, I thought that was what's her name.
Man, cause
Don't get me in
big
trouble.
fact.
Shit, so I know none of y'all got kids, but for parents like me dealing with children, do y'all feel like y'all could give any type of advice on how to approach a child that may be dealing with anxiety or depression? Because I know with myself, with Alea, I always ask her like, hey, how was school? Hey, how are you feeling today? Hey, you eat something? Everything okay? What's up? What you want to talk about? Like, I always try to make sure that she can be able to come and talk to me whenever I make myself available for her.
Yeah.
So I feel like that relationship, like, do y'all feel like y'all could give any advice to other parents?
I told you this off rip, and I think most people need to. It's patience. Patience.
I learned that.
I know you learned, because I remember specifically we was in the room and he was laying down. He couldn't even see it lay, and she was about to go, and I said, "Where your jacket at?" And like she's looking for it. She didn't say nothing, but me and her already made eye contact. I already knew what she was doing, and he just got with the quickest attitude. You ain't gonna answer him. I'm like, hold it. She just got it. She didn't have to say shit because me and her been looking at each other the whole time. So it's always patience, and you've been actually been working on that shit. I'm proud of you, my brother.
I be trying, because it be some points where Leia grown ass be like,
she can do it.
Yeah.
Because it's like I be trying to teach her, like, she talk a lot of shit. She don't mean to, but she will talk a lot of shit.
That's when I
playfully. So I know she got that from my goofy ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say she got that from you.
So
But
it's
when
like,
she start meaning it, that's from me.
yeah. So she like, it's so hard to explain with the child. It's like with her, you gotta really guide her towards things at first. Like, I know she only 5, so I really be trying to build that patience of like trying to understand, like, okay, I understand that you are 5. Because right now we at that learning how to tie our shoe part
Stage,
of the stage. Like, I got a whole video and I'm like, okay, you got that part, but and then she'll get like a little attitude because she not getting it at first. So it's like, okay, you getting mad, I can't get mad.
Right.
Because then we just both gonna be some mad ass daddy and daughter, and that shit not gonna work.
Yeah, patience.
So, I've been learning how to like take my time. I don't really yell at Alea unless she like doing the most.
Some bad
Right.
shit.
Or she talking back, because she'd talk back to like my dad or my grandma, Liz. She'd talk back to somebody, and I'd be like, Alea, you gotta relax because we don't whoop you, but
We could get there.
Right.
It could go there
please,
quick.
because we really show you the world, but you gotta relax and learn some respect. Like, we love you, but your mouth is getting a little out of control. Like, I be telling her, I be like, yo, sit your grown ass down.
I can't speak on like for 5 years. I think
Just how
For my
you feel like
relationship
your
with my
parents,
dad, yeah.
like how your parents would come to you or approach you about the situation, or just about mental health.
Well, what I say is, I think what brought me and my father closer was the fact that he opened up with me. When I wasn't mature enough. Actually, I was in high school and nowhere near mature enough to handle the conversations. But when I was, I guess, old enough to understand the conversations, he shared those conversations with me, and that brought us a lot closer. Even if it was stuff I didn't want to hear or too much information I felt at the time, the fact that he opened himself up with me made it easier for me to open myself up with him. So him expressing his sadness or his anxiety or his pain made it easier for me to express mine. So that's the only real
Just
advice I
being
can
emotionally available to your child.
showing them that you can be
anybody
vulnerable.
that you can be open.
Yeah,
That
like
you're not super.
yeah, like
Exactly.
I'm not
That you not
I'm not
super.
emotionless, because that was our case. He was emotionless. He was a provider, but that's all he was. He was the provider, but he wasn't the father. You feel me? So that's the only thing that I can personally think of, is just that he opened up, and that made our relationship stronger. Is him showing that he can be emotionally available, and be vulnerable with her, and she'll be vulnerable with you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was gonna most definitely say be vulnerable, and I would say for especially with people like sons, like you know, they'll say like when boys start crying, they'll be like toughen up or stop crying. Crying is for girls. Like that's feeding into the whole toxic masculinity thing. Like that's still a whole child. Like you know, just being there and listening to them, being that listening ear. Just, you know that, because, you know, as a parent, you going to know if something's up with your child. Yeah. Like, of course, don't, like, invade their privacy. And because, you know, sometimes that can lead to them not opening up to you. But,
yeah.
like you were saying, what you
like
do with a lady.
Be like that to a certain extent, though.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can still be trying
be
to
firm.
check on
yeah.
You know, you don't have to be as stern with your child, but still let them know, like, hey, if you going through anything abusive, anything physically, mentally, emotionally,
or if I see it,
talk to me.
I'm gonna say something.
Say something.
Yeah. I would say personally with me, because like my parents treated me well. Like, you know, I got most of the Christmas stuff that I wanted, but I will say my parents were older than most people's parents, and they were stricter.
Yeah.
So when it came to high school parties and stuff, I couldn't go to no hotel rooms. I couldn't do nothing.
My parents had to go.
I couldn't do it. Anytime I went to go to a party, my mom had to like call the person's parent. I couldn't do none of that.
And I know that's different nowadays. It's not more so like, okay, let me meet your parent, let me talk to your parent, kind of how it was when we was growing up. That's definitely different. I'm not saying hold back on that. Yeah, definitely get to know the parents because you never know.
Exactly.
You never know, but...
Because I just feel like, you know, when you reach 18 and I went to college, it's just like you guys aren't going to be there. So when they do reach that age, like, okay, I'm not saying let them go anywhere. You know, get to know the parents, but it's just like... Be
firm enough to show that I trust you, but, you know, be soft enough to let me have my own freedom.
See, because people definitely question, like, damn, Brian, you be out a lot, but your dad a cop. And I'd be like, yo, all I got to do is send that nigga the address and he'll shut this bitch down.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to need
so that's what he used to tell me. Like, I'd be like, I'm about to go to a party.
And my mom does say, she say, I regret you not.
Deontay.
Like, I regret you not going out as much.
Where you about to be at? All I need is the address. So, you feel me? We built that.
Same.
I just send him the address and...
Even now, when I go out places, my mom's like, where you going? I'm like, girl, I'm 24 years old. Like,
I feel that.
But, you know, it's just like that protective nature. And it's just, you know, because I didn't like necessarily like rebel or nothing. It might have been a few times I might have sneaked out. And
I started sneaking out when I was 17.
Yeah, I might have sneaked out a few times. I started sneaking out
with my little brother. He was like, you coming or not? And I was hanging out the window like, he's like, all right, bye. I'm like, all right, here it come. And that's exactly how I went. That's the start of my freedom.
Once I reached college, I just started going everywhere. And then now, like, I'm back home with her. She be wondering where I'm going. And she's like, you just always out and stuff. I'm like, well, you never let me went out as a kid. Because, you know, I hear some people that was like out all the time. They, you know, trying to calm down, be in the house all the time. Me, I'm just like, look, I ain't had as much freedom high school. I want to be out and about. So
it was exact opposite. We created our own freedom. Because it went from us not having no freedom at all. It's like, y'all want to come over? Y'all want to hang out? Y'all want to have movie nights? Y'all want to, we going to throw a party? Y'all going to come? And that was our freedom, because as long as you was in the house, you could do whatever you want.
That's true. Yeah.
That was another thing I'd say that was great for them, because then I always felt safe. And I never had to worry about, you feel me, being scared, being out in public and so on and so on, because we was always at home and they gave us that. That was our freedom. Y'all want to have fun? Have it here.
I feel it. Well, it's about that time. Giving flowers and take this in consideration, just because it's the after school special. If you got any type of mental abuse going on, call 800-662-4357. It's a 24-hour mental health hotline, and you know they can try to provide in any situations. And I'm gonna give flowers to you, and my man's right here, and a couple more people, just because my man's Jew, Kyle, my brother Kyle. Y'all came from some deep, probably some deep darkest spots. Now, you know, y'all still elevating and leveling up into, you know, the greatest people y'all can be. And I want to give y'all flowers, because most people probably won't. So that's me saying, you know, keep on doing y'all thing. Y'all doing a great ass job, and I'm giving flowers to y'all for real, and to G, to Shy, to my cousin Dave, my cousin Josh. just because them was and my homie Jeremy Garcia, those was some of the people who was actually there when, you know, when my father passed. So, and they kept me sane for real, just because I could have died. I could have ended it. So I'm definitely like grateful and just thankful that y'all know y'all had me just out and around and not make me feel like I'm just the only one around this motherfucker and I don't matter. Y'all made me matter.
It'll always matter to me.
Man, you do matter.
So with that being said, Bree, where they can find you at on social media?
Instagram at chill.bree, 3 L's and chill. No, 2 L's and chill.
You gotta restart that.
3 I's and Bree. Oh, do I get restart?
You restart that, yeah. You gotta restart that.
Wait, what is mine? I feel like I just changed it. Okay, yep. Instagram, you can find me at chill.bree, 3 L's and chill, 2 I's and Bree.
Okay, Mags, you still got Tumblr. I know you don't.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was gonna shout out.
You can follow Mags on Tumblr.
You can follow me on Tumblr, 7783V. Before I pass the mic to somebody else, I would like to give a special thank you to Brian and Eric for letting me be a part of this. I'm not only a contributor, I'm also a big fan, so thank y'all.
Oh, well, thank you. I would like to say this before we get into our social media, that Mags is actually the person who gave us our official logo that, you know, that goes fucking stupid. We've been getting comments out the ass about that bitch, and I would like to say shout out to Naya for putting out the first Don't Mind Us rolling tray. You can see that shit on the Don't Mind Us page. Don't_mind us. Follow the YouTube page. This is the this is the 5th episode.
It's the 5th episode.
This the 5th fucking episode, my nigga.
Niggas up.
We are up.
I hope they ready for the 100th episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say what the 100th episode gonna be.
Titties and ass.
Come on.
Oh, because if I'm single, that's what y'all gonna see. It's gonna be on OnlyFans.
Oh my God. No thing.
We gonna get up out of here, man. You know, thanks for y'all coming.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
All right.